Good morning. It's Saturday. I can't remember the date. Saturday is the beginning of October, spooky month. This is my midnight fish reading, which I normally do at midnight, but I was very busy last night doing other things. So my name's Tristan. This is my channel, Midnight Fish. This reading is 9 cards, basically 3 rows, past, present, future, and just me talking loads of nonsense. This is for water signs, or if you've got water in your charts, or if you're just feeling a bit watery today, a bit dreamy or emotional maybe. They say water signs are supposed to be really emotional, but it's not always true. Everyone's emotional. I've got a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. Yeah, star signs are funny, aren't they? Because like some people really are like what their sign says, and then other people aren't. I guess it depends on whether you believe in them or not. I'm going to start with reading with a card from my mum. 23. Dear. Some losses. This is a robber mouse. I never like getting this card in real life. The robber mouse takes your treasure. Inside the house he steals with pleasure. Hope's not all forgone if this card is near. Once the mouse has begun, you regain what's dear. Some sort of loss somewhere. That could be anything. Doesn't necessarily mean financial, but you know, could be stuff breaking, could be anything. Or it could be a person, and when you're around them it kind of sucks the life out of you. So it could be all kinds of things. Hopefully nothing too serious. We all have a sense of loss at times, like you know, not everything goes perfectly for everyone all the time, does it? No, we all kind of have bad days and good days. So let's see what the Blood Oracle has to say. The Lost Oracle, sorry. I'm a bit sleepy still. I spent all morning trying to sort out a Kindle. Never owned a Kindle before. I got one second hand. A gift from someone bought it for me, my girlfriend. Very sweet. It was quite difficult trying to set it up. I felt like really old, you know. No technology. So we've got 2 cards. Gallant, accept healing energies, and under siege, uproot your habits. Okay. That might have to do with this loss. Maybe you have to change some things in your life. Making changes. Don't get stuck in this tree. Yeah. Sometimes I just like to change my house around because it refreshes things a bit, you know, makes you feel a bit different. I don't know why, but it does. I'm sure loads of people feel that way. And accept healing energies. So, you know, if people around you trying to help, don't block it off. Yeah. Right, I'm doing the reading with the Bosch deck, and then I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite. Let's see what's going on with the cards. Page of Berries at the bottom. Helpful, giving, sharing. A friend. That was in a reading last week about a friend who wasn't really helping. Looks like you're having to change certain things. You're going to have to change some habits. It's easy to get stuck. Oh, my shuffling's a bit drunk this morning. It is easy to get stuck. We got the world, perfection, completion, victory, and religion. It's Jesus. Something coming to completion, a victory, or what's going on is very big. Queen of Swords, trickery, a capable woman, and downfall of your enemies. Oh, have you got enemies? I hope not. Sometimes you can have enemies without even knowing it, I guess. You might upset people and you haven't even realised. So we got Knight of Vessels. This is at the top, which is the past. Queen of Books and Queen of Coins, present. Prince of Vessels, the Conjurer, and the King of Swords. And then in the future, Sin of Gluttony, Sin of Sloth. Well, they like coming out a lot. And the Virgin Mother. Okay. So in the past, the Knight of Vessels acquired wealth, bossiness, a poor manager. Queen of Books, intelligence, advice, intuition, observation. Queen of Coins, asking for help, poverty, using your skills. Okay, I don't know if that's somebody asking for your help or you're asking for people's help and you're using your skills, it seems, to manage like your business or whatever it is you do. Bossiness, poor manager, Knight of Cups, which is also an offer. Looks like the past has mostly been a lot of work. Trying to get something done. Asking a lot of people for help. Using your own skills. What's this Knight of Vessels? Did you have a bad manager? He looks like a bit of an idiot on that barrel. He's blowing the trumpet. Somebody was being very bossy. Somebody was being very bossy, but being a poor manager, basically. This might be your manager at work, or it might be somebody in your life who thinks they're in charge of your shit. You never know. It looks like you just observed the situation and then used your skills maybe to get out of it. So let's see. Is this somebody who was causing problems? Six of Cups. Somebody you've had a very long relationship with. Maybe at one time. Yeah, okay. So you've got King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Two of Wands. And the World's there again, which was at the start of the reading. Somebody who you were looking to conquer the world with almost, or maybe just complete a task. You'd started something with them, perhaps. It's some sort of partnership, but it doesn't look like maybe it wasn't very well matched. Pentacles and Cups don't always go together, but they can do in business, I suppose. Maybe you're more money and they're more emotional, or the other way around. But it's somebody definitely you've known for a long time, maybe work with for a long time. Somebody you feel that sweet connection with. So sometimes at work it can feel like family, I guess. The Star. Six of Swords. The Star is something you really wanted. A wish granted. Yeah. Six Swords, moving on from troubled waters. Or you travelled with them a lot. Perhaps you travelled with this person a lot to reach your dreams and the goals that you both set. But this poor manager. Knight of Cups. So I'm just going to check in the book. A pompous man sitting on a floating barrel is blowing a horn as people in the water push and pull the barrel along. Thanks to a small hole in the front of the barrel, the Knight of Vessels' acquired wealth is, without his knowledge, being slowly redistributed to his followers. Soon enough, they'll all be level in the water together. None of his followers has bothered to inform the knight about the hole or even taken the initiative to plug the hole with their finger. This is an incompetent leader or authority figure who would be considered a horrible boss in modern parlance. This card also represents a domineering romantic partner or family member. The knights in this deck are all ambitious and energetic, but lack the discipline and experience of the princesses, kings, and queens. So if you know somebody like that in your life, maybe it could be that this dream fell short then, whatever it was. Sinked into the water with everything else. But it looks like you've moved on. It's caused you to have to move on. Like, accept whatever losses you took. It was a dream. So there's a lot of water here as well. The water of the dream, the troubled waters they're going past, the water they're sinking in. Lots of emotions. Okay. And so what? You used your intelligence, your intuition, advice, observation. It's a lady with a book on her head, trying to get all that information into her brain. Maybe she rubs it on her head. You had to ask her help to get out of the situation. Some sort of partnership that wasn't working, that sank. Queen of Books. An Emperor. 10 Cups. Okay, so you have, yeah, 3 Pentacles, 3 Swords there. That might be the heartache associated with whatever loss that was. It's a burden. 10 Wands. You want to work together with somebody to get to your 10 of Cups. And the only way you're going to do that is to embody Emperor vibes and go for what you want and have it your way. It looks like that's what you've done here. Yeah, to 5 Swords and 8 Wands to get out of this very difficult situation where there was lots of communication, very fast moving action, and there's 5 Swords, which is it's a clash, a battle of wits and words. What mean things said. So maybe you had to take some losses as well, but so did they. It's never, they both walk away with not much really. I know they look like they're crying, but no one really wins in a war. But yeah, so you got to like go for what you went for, what you wanted. You stood in your power to defeat this. It seems you moved past it, and you did so with the help of others. So you've got Queen of Coins, asking for help, poverty, using your skills. Yeah, being clever, street smart, knowing how people work. You know, I always like to say be the happy-go-lucky person who's always nice to everyone, but it can be a bit naive. You don't have to always be nice. You can defend yourself. And make sure that you don't come up as the person who's lost everything, I guess, in whatever situation this is. Doesn't seem like it's your fault. It was a boss or somebody who was in charge of things. Yeah. So who did you ask for help? Or what kind of help did you get? Is that what helped you out of it? Yeah, okay. The Hermit, Temperance, the Fool, and the Magician. Wow, that's a stacked, and the Chariot, if I've ever seen a stacked bottom. Lots of patience and introspection to try and manifest something new, maybe out of what's left of the situation, or a new pathway for you. But you've done so using very smart methods, a lot of going in and thinking, being patient, seeing the world in a balanced way, balancing things, and being a master of everything you do to find a new beginning. Chariot, man. Stuff's moving quickly now, perhaps. So that's what you did in the past, and maybe because you were like that, you got the help. Okay, yes. 9 Pentacles and 10 Cups. Wow, yes. You got the help, and it's, I don't know if this is from somebody who's independent themselves, or by being this 9 Pentacles, 10 Cups energy, you were able to get more help. So that's an option as well. Or asking for help, using your skills and being like street smart and clever, resourceful, has allowed you to not only be independent, but to look to develop your 10 Cups and re-establish family connections maybe, or friends, or build your own new family. So that's the past. Okay. So that's the quick, yeah. So now we got in the present, the Prince of Vessels, Prince of Cups, which is religious or spiritual figure, charity, kindness. The Conjurer, abilities, creations, deceptions. Also the Magician. And the King of Swords, powerful person, a teacher, harsh lessons. That's the Avenging Angel. Wow, look at him, he's got a sword. Yeah, it's burning. It's on fire. So, is this a person or is it you now embodying more? I think this is a person. So, somebody a bit more mature, it seems, than the Knight of Cups, this bossy person who actually doesn't know what they're doing. It looks like you've got more mature, emotionally mature, intelligent person around you. Perhaps that's giving you guidance. Is that who you ask for help from? Or you're being that person and you're being kind? But it looks like you're trying to manifest something. You've got the Magician and the King of Swords, and you're doing so being very heavy in your sword energy, maybe. So let's see. Prince of Cups. Is this another person or an aspect of themselves, or what? Six of Cups, sharing. Six Pentacles, sorry, not Six Cups. And the Emperor behind that again. And the Knight of Swords, wow. Okay. There's a real atmosphere of kindness and sharing, basically. Charity, kindness, sharing, you know, balanced there. The scales are balanced. It's a great card to come up with, this one. So who's sharing? What's the sharing about? After an ending, 10 swords and 7 wands. Oh, okay. After an ending, something's massive has ended. Sacrifice, almost. Some sort of sacrifice. You've had to go through a battle. And despite all that, you're still being kind, it seems. Still wanting to share, which is good. That's a bit... Okay. So you're maintaining your ground as well, maybe by sharing. So despite there being 10 swords between... Okay, 5 cups has come up again. Came up underneath. Some sort of regret. Can you stop talking to me, deck? Sharing and kindness. Let me just have a little look, because we're in the cups today. A pensive monk holds a rosary in one hand and a glass in the other, while a nun bows near his table and another nun works with a bag of wheat. The Prince of Vessels has an empty table because he is generous. He is poor in material possessions, but rich in spirit. The prince sits upon a sturdy chair with intricate designs on the underside. Outwardly, he is a simple monk, but inwardly, he has deep knowledge and wisdom. He holds his delicate green glass towards a nun who is asking the prince for some kindness. He offers her all he has. The bag of wheat may be a metaphor for the separation of wheat and chaff. The Prince of Vessels has retained nothing useless and only has that which he needs for himself. So this is either you're embodying those qualities, or it's a person in your life who's sharing with you that embodies those qualities. But it seems like it's helped you through some sort of struggle, perhaps. Something that ended, something that's been very painful. It might have to do with whatever situation this is here, with this bossy person. This bossy person who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And this made you have to give up on some sort of dream and move away. But it's been quite a battle to retain your independence. And now you're either sharing with somebody who has these qualities, or it's qualities you're embodying yourself to get past all of this. But it's a nice energy. So whoever it is, or if it's you, maybe this will help you manifest. So there's the Conjurer here in the middle. I don't know what it is you're trying to manifest. Let's have a look. The Magician is about mastering the 4 elements. The wands, the coins, the swords, the cups. Emotions, thoughts, creative energies, and then material matters. Money, property, shit like that. Things you own. King of Wands. Alright, King of Wands. Let's put you back in there. Deck's having a bit of an argument with me. Okay. Alright. Knight of Wands. It seems very determined. It wanted to show me King of Wands, actually. So I'm going to take that as King of Wands energy. This is very fiery. Something very fiery. Wanting to start something. It might be a relationship or an idea or a project or a job or something new you're starting. It's a very passionate, creative thing. A Knight of Cups. Okay. A love offer or some kind of offer for a new beginning. Okay. You're trying to manifest a love offer, some sort of offer for, it's either somebody offering you something or you want to offer somebody something. And it's either love or it's a project or some sort of union or contract, or it could be a million different things. But it's emotional in that it means a lot to you. It's got to do with being emotional and creative. You got fiery energy here in water. So you're trying to manifest this currently. And it seems to have been after a lot of battles and arguments to do with a person who was in charge of a lot, who shouldn't have been. Either a boss or a partner. Or it could even be a family member. Sometimes you have that with family members who are bossy with you, or anyone who kind of fits that bill in your life. So, you're trying to manifest this love offer at present. You're very passionate about it. It's either a creative project, a job, something that just means a lot to you with another person. Or a job. It could be a job as well. I haven't had much work vibes, but I've got work vibes from that. I was like, because it's a poor manager type of thing, but you could apply it to many things, whatever resonates. King of Swords, a powerful person to teach you harsh lessons. So is there somebody in your life that's doing that? Or are you being this person? Are you being a King of Swords? I think I might read that one. I wonder what the thing is. Yeah. 10 Pentacles. Page of Cups. Queen of Cups. Fuck, where's the King? So, it's a love offer. You're trapped in your mind about this. Whatever it is. You're really passionate about it. Something's holding you in your thoughts. You're wanting to cut through things like this angel almost. It's about your fulfillment here on the 3D world with some sort of feeling of almost family, like a family feeling. There he is. King of Cups. And the Two of Cups. Okay, fuck me. Yes, I was right. This is about romance. It's about a union, a contract with somebody. You're trying to manifest this. It's a family here. We've got the Queen, the King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Got another Knight of Cups and a Prince of Cups as well. Trying to manifest some sort of new beginning, a family. Is this King of Cups, this person, a powerful person, a teacher, harsh lessons, an avenging angel with a sword? Are you having to be this avenging angel? King of Swords. An angel with a fiery sword stands ready to strike. This angel was responsible for driving Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden. The King of Swords has incredible power, both physically and spiritually. Even if he is somehow beaten, the higher power he serves will ultimately win. Although he wields tremendous power, the King of Swords is righteous, not spiteful or cruel. Rather than a soldier, he is more akin to a teacher. Someone who will give a harsh but necessary lesson so you'll experience personal growth. The King of Swords is not strictly a person, but could also represent some trial or tribulation you must go through to become stronger. Okay, so presently maybe you're going through that. Maybe somebody is teaching you a harsh lesson, or you're teaching them a harsh lesson, but in a kind way. It's not a cruel thing. But yeah, it seems to be for some sort of ultimate fulfillment. Trying to manifest the beginning of this family. Right. So I'm going to move on to the future. I might just move these up a bit. Should have some elevator music playing when I stop talking. No. Right. So the future is obviously subject to change, and you know, it's just a tarot reading, guys. Don't make it that deep. In the future, we got the Sin of Gluttony, Sin of Sloth, and the Virgin Mother. I mean, it looks like the future is content. Either that, or it's warning you against not being lazy and eating too much, or something like that. But I can't imagine. I don't know. Would that happen? Why would it happen? It seems really oddly specific. And then the Virgin Mother, motherhood, care and compassion, divine and feminine. If we didn't look at these as bad things, you could just take out the bad one. So the bad word here is laziness. So if we look at the rest, it's sleep, tiredness, rest, relaxation, home life. The Sin of Sloth is just recuperating from stress or just taking it easy. Christmas is coming up after all. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's Halloween first, guys. And then the sin of gluttony is just food, eating, consumption, and cooking. It's family time, sitting and eating. And then the Virgin Mother, which is like motherhood duties. So looks like some domestic bliss. Let's see. Domestic bliss in your future? That'd be nice. It's funny, I've just noticed we've got the Queen of Swords out here as well. Trickery, capable woman, downfall your enemies. Yeah. You've got to do King of Swords stuff, maybe. Woohoo! Page of Wands. All right. Something new. So what's the sin of gluttony? Is this just being a family? Is it focusing on your diet? Is it health things? 3 Wands. Okay, so 3 Wands comes after 2 Wands, 3 Cups, 10 Pentacles. Celebrations with people, fulfilling, because you're taking the next step on some journey. Moon. Ooh. Some emotional eating. Hidden. Something hidden. What's hidden? The world. Okay. Well, the tarot cards are like, nah, not telling you shit. Something coming to completion. Seems in the immediate future something is coming to completion. Something is ending, some sort of process or thing you're doing. Might be the result of whatever love situation you're trying to manifest. There's some emotions here, which might be why there's food involved. It could be a celebration. There is indication of celebration here. You're wanting to celebrate some sort of 10 Pentacles-y type situation. Sort of things coming together. Yeah, completing. But it's hidden, the result. Or I think this is emotions, actually. Hard to digest emotions. Or there will be a lot of emotions. You might, you know, I don't know, need some ice cream. Yeah, or whatever your snack of choice is that makes you feel better. Biscuit, cake, a steak. Some people really like meat. I mean, I've always preferred biltong. I'd rather have a bit of biltong than a bit of chocolate. It's a South African. Yeah. So what's the sin of sloth then? Something comes to completion. There's emotions involved. There's food involved. Celebrations maybe. Okay, you're spitting cards at me. After a lot of hard work, maybe. Is this why you need a rest? Because you've been working. In the future, you'll be working very hard and you come to a rest. It might be all this business that's been going on. So do they need a rest because of lots of hard work? Yeah. Little doggy by the fire. Let's see. High Priestess. 4 of Wands. The Hermit. 3 Wands. 3 Cups again. Intuition. High Priestess. The Magician's come up again. You might need to rest because of how much it's taken to manifest whatever it is you're wanting. Yeah, you need to rest. It's a burden. So in the future, you need some rest. You need to rest, eat nice food, protect your emotions, deal with emotions. There might be emotions that come up after whatever the situation is. But there's a sense of completion and the successful use of your intuition and manifesting skills to get your 4 of Wands with whatever love situation you're trying to manifest at present. It takes introspection, but yeah, there are 3 Wands here. There is movement forward in the future. Emotional maturity, yeah. Using your intuition in the future. Yeah, you just need to trust yourself. You can carry that burden, whatever it is, to manifest what you want. And you'll need some rest afterwards, it looks like. So manage your energy levels. Yeah. So the Virgin Mother, motherhood, caring, compassion, divine feminine. What's this then? Is this what you need to focus on? Your duties, maybe your mom, or you're part of a family, or you care for people. It doesn't always have to be kids. You know, people can care for their friends. There's all sorts of ways to love. Let's see. Oh, 5 cups. This is to do with a situation that's caused you some regrets. Okay. Something to do with family. So, in a situation that's caused you some regrets in the future, you need to treat the situation with compassion. And come from a motherhood kind of caring type of energy. Yeah. I don't know why I get this. This is coming out that sometimes you need to look at people as like. Sometimes if it's hard to understand why somebody's hurting or behaving in a certain way, try to look at them as little kids still instead of adults, because we all have a bit more compassion for children. The Devil, something you've been bound to that's caused a lot of struggle. It's taken a lot of strength to control. Fast moving energy, King of Wands. So some sort of situation that you were bound to, it might be talking about whatever happened in the past that you escaped from. This overbearing person who was in charge, who was a bit pompous and incompetent. A devil. It's saying you need to treat the situation with compassion. Yeah, even though it's hard because there's competition there. It's people trying to win in arguments that they shouldn't. It's just pointless sometimes. There's not winners. Who wins? Do you really feel great after you make someone feel shit? Do you? I don't. I hate having to tell people things that are uncomfortable. You shouldn't carry on, you know, just, I don't know, speak your piece and then move on. Be compassionate. Yes, Page of Cups. There's immature energy around you. Death. Page of Cups and death. This is an immature energy that's you've had an ending with. Yeah. You need to put an end to it completely in a way that it transforms into a new situation. It's like letting go of the past almost. Either that, so if it's not connected to the past and this person in the past, this pompous person, this might be a new energy that's coming towards you that's young and immature, that you're somehow bound to in a bad way, causes disharmony. Yeah, you need to end it. I think this is a tough one. Sorry guys, gone quiet. Brain going tick, tick, tock, tock, nothing's coming out. If my brain was a printer, it would tell you there's not enough ink at the moment. It's like you have to treat whatever this is that you're bound to like a child. Yeah. Or end that relationship. Not in the way the relationship, but the way the relationship is. To stop treating them like a child. Treat them like an adult. I don't know. And the immaturity. Yeah. I don't know. Something you're bound to. Something that triggers your worst urges. Something young. Somebody younger than you. Immature. Somebody that makes you want to... I don't know. This is very strange. I'm a bit baffled. It's a bit baffled. I'll leave it there and have a little think. I might come back to it and see what my brain wants to tell me. But yeah, it's definitely something in the future that you're bound to. Because at the beginning of the reading we had this card of loss, and I think that related to this first card here in the past. Somebody you were connected to that had a lot of say in your life that you were building a dream with, but you've had to actually cut your losses and move forward. It's caused a lot of strife but it's moved you into a place of independence, and you've done so with the help of others. And now you're trying to manifest some sort of love situation with somebody. Yeah. But in the future, it looks like there's a lot hidden here with the Moon card. Something comes to completion, and you need to rest and recuperate. The issues of eating properly and sleeping well and resting well are coming up here, because you've been carrying this burden of trying to manifest the situation. It doesn't tell me if it happened. The prospects look good. Something to do with harsh lessons, so being able to take harsh lessons on or give them in a way that isn't malicious or cruel. But it's a lot of emotional maturity. This is the kind of relationship you're looking for, emotional maturity. Yeah. Because the Page of Cups came up here, there was like this whole family vibe. So this might be something to do with, maybe you've got kids. I don't know. Yeah. If you don't, maybe it's a young person in your life. The Devil and Death. The end of something that is very... Yeah, in the future, something that's not... It's too immature. It needs to be more mature. Something needs to be more mature. Divine Feminine. Yeah. So you've got the Queen of Swords. Trickery, capable woman, downfall of your enemies. Some victory, maybe? Some victory? Let's see. Some kind of victory. King of Wands. 4 of Wands, the Hermit. 3 of Wands again. Victory. You've done this by... You've become victorious in whatever it is that you've become victorious in. By harnessing your... King of Wands, so like the King of Wands, it's similar to the Emperor in a way. The Emperor just doesn't have as much passion and energy. He just sits on his throne and he's in charge of everything. King of Wands goes and has fun. But also the Hermit is a reflective King of Wands. It's somebody who can go out into the world and be energetic and passionate, but a lot of reflection on how to start anew. You know, what are the bases, you know, the steps? 2 wands, 3 wands, 4 wands. What are the steps? Queen of Swords. 8 Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. There's the Ace of Swords. There's harsh lessons. Working hard. Not dressing things up in rose-coloured glasses. Seeing the world as it is. Seeing people as they are. Knowing the truth of the situation, knowing the truth of a person, working really hard to maybe know yourself, something like that. It's just cutting through bullshit, basically. Emotional maturity. I think Swords and Cups can sometimes go together. You can balance intellect and emotion and be a well-rounded person. You know, you can have all 4. That's what the Magician does. He's not all cups or swords or pentacles or wands. He balances all 4 elements of himself, so that he can manifest. Yeah, and then, you know, get what he wants. It's acknowledging the truth. This is to do with harsh lessons. Acknowledging the truth. The Queen of Swords doesn't take shit. She works very hard, and she only wants to know the facts. Yeah, I think I'll read the meaning, actually. It's quite good. I don't know if I've read it before. An tongue twisted her. An anthropomorphic feline, so like half human, half cat creature, slices a man's throat. Her victim will not escape from her traps. The Queen of Swords takes her time, stabbing the knife through his windpipe so he will suffocate slowly rather than bleed to death quickly. The classical Queen of Swords is a stern woman. She's strong and capable of bearing and using her own weapon. She may be an entrepreneur, single mother, soldier, or independent woman. Any downfall indicated by this card is unlikely to be harmful. Rather, it suggests your own schemes or plots towards other people. Remember, the Queen is the subject of the card, and she is the one with the knife. So you are taking control of whatever situations are going around you, I think. Using hard work, being diligent, and also just holding the truth, wielding the truth, a very clear idea of what you want. Yeah. It's told me nothing about the situation in the future. Some immature person, you have to consider how you interact with him, I think. Maybe this will give me a clue. If I say, what should the viewer do? What should the viewer do? And I'll grab a couple more cards and then that'll be me done. Got lots of chores to do today. I'm going to reorganise my kitchen, I think. Yeah. There's quite a lot of snacks in the cupboards. Need like a chest, a treasure chest for snacks. Right, okay, that's done. So at the bottom we got table of plenty. Success, food, rewards, capitalism. All right. Yeah. More to do with food. Knight of coins. Schemes, business, success by cheating. Success. Ace of skates. Success on horizon, but some sort of instability. You got Ace of Skates. Instability, danger, uselessness. This is massive skate. It's like having a blunt scalpel almost. Not as dangerous, but more unwieldy. I don't know. You need to learn how to use something. This might be to do with your manifesting power. You need to refine it, perhaps. You've got the Queen of Birds, which is all about knowledge, sacred knowledge, piety, being not like arrogant about how much you know. And the Knight of Books, arguments, new ideas, teaching. There's learning going on here. You need to learn about something new you've acquired, perhaps some new talent or position, or it is simply talking about your abilities to manifest what you want. You need to refine it, perhaps. Yeah. I think that's the vibe I'm getting from that. All right, so we'll do one more from here and then a little angel message. Magic Oracle. It's been an interesting reading. The future is saying just to make sure you eat properly and sleep properly. Manifesting is hard work. Trying to get the world and complete something there's hard work involved here, whatever it is you're doing. Make sure you rest in the future. And then need to end something with something, a young person in your life, somebody who's acting immature, or maybe somebody immature brings you a love offer and you have to say no. I don't know. Let's see. The truth. Okay, yeah, the truth. Evolve or repeat. Everything will work out in your favor. Trust in magic. And this too shall pass. Evolve or repeat. Yeah, I'm getting that same sort of vibe here. The immature energy with this pompous man and this Page of Cups. Either they're the same person, female or male. Don't take gender. Or it's somebody new who's similar. There might be a pattern here who somebody similar comes into your life. And you got to recognize that maybe and end it. Somebody that triggers bad attachment styles in you. As the devil was there. Yeah, evolve or repeat. Don't repeat that cycle. Yes, trust the process, man. It looks like there's magic, you know. Whatever's happening at that present that's maybe difficult. This religious Knight of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One last card and then I'm going to start my Saturday. It's like halfway through the day already. Whoops. Oh, he wants to give me two. I don't want to take two. I'll take the top. Meditation is important today. Anil will help you find peace of mind. 2 swords he's holding there. Devote some of your time to your children, parents, or grandparents. Share the energy of familial love. Okay. So maybe today is important to meditate, think about things, and spend some time with your family. If you have it, if you're lucky enough. The children, grandparents. Cool. Well, that's reading. I think I'm done. If you've enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and whatever you're doing this weekend, hope you're having a good time. I might be back tomorrow. Don't know. See how I feel. Probably Monday.